Yo, man, I just want to discuss what I did. I discussed with my friend before because we had been setting up discussion about aliens and aliens entities and stuff like that. He want to know, man, did I believe in that stuff or what? And I said, yeah, man, you talking about this Mona Lisa on the moon stuff. Do I believe it's a government cover up? Yeah, man, I believe it's a government cover up. You damn skip it. And to my, do I think aliens exist? You damn right I know. I believe aliens exist. I know aliens do exist because, man, when I was 17 years old, I didn't do no damn drugs or nothing. My parents were strict religious people, man. My mom was very strict. She was a minister, and I roamed out the house, man. I sneaked out the house because my mom would tell me, say, you better stay your butt at home. You ain't going nowhere. My mama used to be strict. I had to do Bible study all the time. We used to have prayer meetings. And I'm telling you, man, I couldn't do nothing wrong. I had to go to church all the time. I mean, it was all the time. And I'm telling you, man, aliens, I believe they do exist. I snuck out the house one night. I saw for myself a UFO. I run down through the woods in the field. The time in the 70s and the 80s and stuff when they were doing that cattle mutilation stuff like that, man, I saw a UFO. And this thing was hovering in the air. A big old flying saucer, as they would say, a saucer-like shape, a saucer-shaped flying object. And I saw it was a little panel open up at the top. And when I saw the panel open up at the top, man, look here. It was this big old white thing. He was tall, skinny white man thing, humanoid, with bug-like eyes. And I mean shiny black eyes at that. And he was staring straight at me. And you talking about scared. My heart was beating triple fast. I mean, and chills went up my spine. I was so scared I didn't know what to do. And a voice came to my mind, you should never left home, you shouldn't disobeyed your mama. Now you about to disappear. I said, oh no, I'm not. Something was laughing at me. And I know what that something was. It was Satan. He was telling me, I'm finna die. But I said, oh no, I'm not finna die. So I took off running. And I was scared to come out of the house. When I made it home, I was scared to come out of the house for 2 weeks. No, I strike that. I'm going to tell you the truth. It was a whole freaking month. My cousin said, why you ain't never coming out of the house at night? I said, man, I ain't coming out there. There's something out there. And when I talked to him, my uncle them and all them, he said, boy, don't you know them middle nights be roaming around in the sky at night? They be stealing people from the earth. They killing up all my cows, my livestock and stuff. I said, what? Who the hell is that? He said, some middle nights. What is a middle night? I want to know what the hell is a middle night. He said, a middle night, that's a bug-like alien creature, humanoid. He's shiny white and he got a shiny black eye. He's like a bug. They done took over the whole galaxy. They up there stealing people. They up there coming back and forth to the earth and they steal people and they take you up there. When they take you up there, they cut your genes. They splice you, they cut you up and splice your genes, and then they make slaves with you. They make slaves with your offspring. They splice your genes and they do it. When they splice your genes, they mix it with other alien entities, and what they do is they make slaves. They create slave races. And he say, man, I said, that stuff don't exist, man. He said, boy, these white folk got your mind fooled. These white folk really got your mind fooled because you don't believe. You better start listening. Do you pray? Yes, sir, I pray. My mama's a minister. You need to start praying a lot harder and start fasting and weeping to God so that God will guide you the way. So I started fasting and weeping. I started listening to God. Say, any man that don't pray and fast and weep don't know nothing. He ain't gonna know nothing. And the government want to keep everything a secret because the government want to harbor, they want to steal technology. Technology they don't even know about. How they gonna steal some technology they don't even know about? They can't take the aliens' technology. They don't know nothing about it. So how they gonna steal the alien technology? They just taking in stuff they don't know. So I talked to an old army cat, a cat that been in the military for about 15, 20, 30 years. He was telling me like this. He said, man, you know what? He said, man, I went into, he told me, he said he was doing co-op missions for the government. He said, man, I did a whole lot of stuff for the government, and I've been in the military a long time. He said, man, I'm going to tell you something. The government have a whole lot of cover-up. He said, man, I went in a room and I saw jars full of aliens, strange alien creatures, man. He said, man, they was in jars and stuff. Some was in jars. Little gray alien thing was in jars. He said, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. He scared the woolies out of him. He was telling me all about these nasty things that he saw. He said, the stuff you see, the government have, will make you go crazy. That's why the government don't want to expose it to the public. I said, man, the government is wrong because some of these people need to see this stuff in order for them to fear. If they saw this stuff, you won't be nobody out there raping little kids and killing up one another because they'll be so damn afraid they won't want to do that. They'll be scared. They'll be looking towards the sky saying, man, Lord have mercy, please have mercy on me. I don't want nothing to come down and get me at night. Nothing to kidnap me. Say, man, if a man come up there and say something, stab him in the head and stuck something up his butt. He said these little gray alien things do stuff like that to the man like that, and all the gray alien things are looking for some eggs. He said the gray aliens are looking for eggs. That's Marlin. They're looking for eggs. And Marlin, what it does, the females come and they lay eggs, they spread their seed. They spray the eggs all over, they like a liquid. They spread their stuff all over plants and stuff. And if people eat the plants, stupid people that eat the plants, the eggs develop in their colon. That's the first time I ever heard some crap like that. That's ridiculous. But we all know from the past, when I was coming up, I was taught about Enoch. Enoch, he walked with God. And Enoch did have a problem. There was angels that came down and had intercourse with the daughters of mankind. And when the angels did come down and have sex with the angels of mankind, they had hybrid offsprings. And they were giants walking up on the earth during the times of Noah. They walking up on the earth. And God told Micaiah, I think it was Micaiah, he told him he was a giant. Micaiah was half goat and half man. And God told him like this, you know what? Your descendants is tearing up your children, your people are tearing up the earth. He said, God had already told him like this. He told Enoch to tell Micaiah, look here, your people tearing up the earth, they wrecking the earth. Since they doing this here, I'm going to put a stop to him. He said, I'm about to shake the earth. And he shook the earth. He brought about the great flood for 40 days and 40 nights to wipe them up off the earth. He was fed up with that crap. Because they wasn't praising God. They wasn't repenting to God. And I'm telling you, that was terrible. This is why the great flood come. So anybody make a movie like these idiots made a movie talking about Noah, they don't know what the hell they talking about. They made this dumb movie with all these people, a bunch of people in the movie. It wasn't just a bunch of people. It was a bunch of hybrids. They were destroying the earth. And they don't realize all these hybrids that were destroying the earth, they were wiping the earth out. And now, back to the Mona Lisa on the moon. Listen, you dumb idiots talking about, it's a fake, it's a fake, it's a fake. Quit being scared and cowardly. You saying it's a fake, but you helping them aliens, you don't realize you helping them aliens to succeed over mankind. They want you to not believe in that stuff so they can get away with their mischief. And so does the United States government. They want to get away with their evil because they doing the same damn freaking thing. They stealing technology, trying to steal technology they don't know nothing about. And they don't want you to know nothing about it because you stupid and you dumb and you don't understand that these things exist. God created angels. Believe me, God had a lot of sons. He have a lot of sons. He have a lot of kids. God is God Almighty. And a lot of angels went astray. When Lucifer fell, they decided, look, we can do it too. We can do the same thing Lucifer did. Why should we listen to the Master? Why should we listen to the Father and be standing at our post all the time and not be able to do nothing, not do what we want to do? We can go astray just like he did. Shoot, we ain't got to stay here. So they did that. And when they realized God created all these different planets and stuff. He created all kinds of planets. And he put all kinds of different things on planets. And when he put all kinds of different things on planets, they said, we're going to do exploits on these things too. So they did exploits on things and had sex with different types of things. And when they did that, When they had sex with all sorts of different things, they created hybrid beings. You know what hybrid beings are? They created other type of alien species, which on other planets, which can survive. Earth, just because Earth is breathable and you can breathe Earth's atmosphere, don't mean that somebody can't breathe on the moon, you dummy. Look, when the Collagens took over, they made a lunar planet out of the moon. And that's what they did. Because they came from a cherubim, a descendant from a cherubim, a crossbreed descendant from a cherubim. And what they did, they made them a lunar planet on the moon. They made, okay, let me stop. I'm going a little bit too far. I'm trying to teach you dumb people something because you're dumb. You're very, very dumb. You're very dumb. You don't know anything. You don't fast, you don't weep, you don't cry out to God. If you don't do that, you ain't gonna know nothing. You never know nothing. You'll never have no type of insight because you're dumb. You're very dumb. And I pity the fool that's so dumb. If you don't fast and weep, God will not give you the knowledge. If you don't cry out to God, He will not give you the knowledge to see these things. You'll know in your mind and your heart, you'll know these things if you fasted and weep. If you cried out to God constantly, He will give you the knowledge to see. Understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Long ago, let me try to explain this to you. This is one of my books too. I'm trying to put this in one of my books because it's the truth. He had showed me a long time ago about, he showed me about the Alpharians. Alpharian was a group of angels. When God created the Son of Man, this is one of the four brothers of the Son of Man. One of the four brothers of the Son of Man. God created mankind and He created, when Adam and Eve went astray, God said, look, man has went astray. When the angels came down and had sex with, they did exploits with man, with the daughters of man. God said, I'm not with man anymore. He was angry with man. And He was upset with man. So He said, I will create another being. One a little higher than man, but a little lower than the angels. So He created the Son of Man. The Son of Man, He said to the Son of Man, even if you can read in the Bible, He says the Son of Man, He said, He made them a little higher than man. If you go in the Bible, you'll see that in the scripture, so you know I'm not lying. So I'm telling you the truth. The Son of Man is a little higher than man. He said to the Son of Man has no home. He roamed about the starways of heaven. Okay, the highways of heaven. When He roamed about the highways of heaven, what is the Son of Man doing? What's He doing roaming about the highways of heaven? The Son of Man is protecting mankind. He protects everyone that God loves. If God loved man, man was created in God's image, but the Son of Man was created in God's likeness. Now, back to the Alpharian. The Alpharian also was the Son of Man. He was an angel. So you idiots saying that Alpharians are hybrids, shut the hell up because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Any of you idiots out there talking about Alpharians or demons, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Alpharians are the sons of God. They're angels. The Alpharians strayed from their path and fled to the earth 1.5 billion years ago. A long time ago, they fled to the earth. Back in those days, it was dinosaurs. There were dinosaurs back on the earth back then. The Alpharians had to flee though. The Alpharians were afraid. They did not fly like we fly in airplane. I mean, like angels flew. They used a type of ship to fly to the earth. This is what I saw. Realized one thing. When I saw this ship, they showed this ship on the moon. If it's not true, whether it's true or not, the Alpharian, in the same type of language that they showed, that was that handwriting was the same way as the Alpharian handwriting. The Alpharian type of language. This is what made me concerned and had me dreaming about, man, I dreamed about this for 3 or 4 weeks. I was concerned about this because I saw Alpharian handwriting on there. And I know about Alpharian handwriting. Alpharian were mighty angels. They were great. They were descended from angels. But Ephraim was not a hybrid because they were not like the outcast race. God created them just like He created man, and they continue to praise the God. They continue to give praise to God. The reason they fled because they didn't want to bring Milan into exile. They were told to capture Milan and bring them into punishment, hold them in state, because Milan went astray. Milan is the bug like the huge white angel, the huge white alien that you always see that they said was wrong about. But see, Milan is so filthy rich right now, you won't believe it. He don't even have to come to the earth. He's filthy rich. And you dummies keep on talking about, we looking out in space, we don't see anything, we don't see no UFOs and nothing like that. You ain't gonna see none. You dummy, you are dumb. You real dumb. You are dumb. I'm telling you, the stupidest people I ever seen in my life. Because one thing is, they're like the military. If you want to hide yourself, you got to make yourself look just like the territory you in. Don't you know that they create planet ships? Planet ships. Huge ships that circle, just like planets. They're the size of planets, and they put inside of them castles. And they know how to duplicate atmosphere and make it look like it's a planet. So they the size of the moon. They roam about in space. That's why you can't say a dwarf planet is a dwarf planet, because there could be a planet ship. So about this Mona Lisa on the moon, hey, I believe it. I believe when the Collagens, who was a cherubim outcast, who was a descendant from the cherubim, a crossbreed, when the cherubim went astray, and he mated with a different type of species on a planet. He was interbreeding him and some more cherubim. They was interbreeding with other species on different planets. They created his descendants created a lunar outpost on the moon. And there was many other type of species going back and forth to the moon. And I believe what happened is it was a war broke out. When Milan rose up, the Milanites, when they rose up, they wanted to wipe out every type of humanoid because they wanted complete control of all the universe. Anybody got in their way. And about this ship on the moon, if it really did exist, and like they were showing on that, man, I'm telling you, I already know what happened to it, so you don't even have to tell me that it didn't exist, because I already know what happened to it. I know the Milanites had to shoot that ship down and knock it down. And that female pilot, I felt sorry for her because I know her brain was fried. I don't get too excited when they talking about aliens and all that, because I already know that I know that they do exist. These people are stupid that don't believe that aliens do exist. God created angels, man. There was angels. God loved mankind. But He didn't tell the angels to go astray. They were hard-headed and went astray from God, and they did mess with things that they weren't supposed to mess with. So just deal with it. Quit trying to say that they don't exist, dummies, because they do exist. And He said in the end time, it says in the Bible, I shook the earth and I shall shake the heavens in the end time. So you quit crying and telling me, don't nothing exist out there. We're the only ones in the universe. You're a big dummy if you believe that. You stupid. You ain't got no sense. And I pity you, fool, because you don't have no sense. You need to start praying and fasting and weeping. Any fool that believes that we the only one in the universe is out of their freaking mind. That's the dumbest person on the earth. That person there is stupid. They need to get help. Need to get mental help, because they don't believe nothing. And what's going to happen is the devil going to catch up with that person. And when the devil do catch up with you, I feel sorry for you. Because in that time now, it's going to be too late. It's time for you to realize and open your eyes and see that we don't exist in all the universe. We ain't the only one. God created others besides us. God allowed the angels to mate with these he allowed the angels to mate with these other types of angels can mate with a bug. You could take a bug, I mean a spider. An angel could have sex with a spider and create a hybrid being, would stand upright and be the same size as a normal man, have 2 legs and 2 arms, because that's an angel. He have the type of ability, you know, and they would be of flesh and roam about the world, roam about the galaxies in ships. If so far that angel decides to mess with their mind and give them the knowledge to build ships, to cross the highways of heaven. So understand, we are not alone in all the universe. You ain't gonna see no spaceship out there because they are circular, just like they know how to camouflage themselves, just like space. They doing that in order to hide themselves. And the United States military is stupid too, because they want to keep this back from. They want to keep this things back from the public. Some of these people need to be. They need to be scared. Show them these things. Let them see it. Maybe to stop all these child molesters and these rapers and these murderers out here. They'll be so scared they won't be doing this stuff. A lot of these people need to be scared. You need to scare them. Stop letting them get away with this kind of stuff. You ain't doing no good. Talking about I'm harboring this knowledge for myself. Man, it'll be 20, 30 years for man to even understand anything. Man can't duplicate nothing because man ain't never, I ain't ever seen a man go far beyond 10 galaxies in the universe. And he's keep on saying that he gonna do this, he gonna do that and do this. Man ain't even set foot on Mars yet. Because man is too stupid. Man is too stupid and blind and dumb. If you praise God and you give a sacrifice to God and honor God, maybe you can be able to do these things. But you ain't gonna never be welcome in space. Believe that. Because the thing about you want to take hostages and you want to enslave things. So you can forget it. And you terrified of things right now. You real scared. So how you gonna succeed at anything, human? I'm talking to the human race, mankind. See, I know for a fact that they're gonna suffer. Not all of us are stupid, but they are. A lot of people are stupid. So just dig what I'm saying. Okay? This is my whether or not I believe in UFOs. He wants to know, so I just said to church to my buddy, my good friend, and I love you. I love you to death. And I don't want nobody to get no ill thoughts about me that I'm hating or nothing like that, and I'm trying to put somebody down. When I say you're stupid, I'm talking to all those idiots out there, those clowns that don't believe that life exists in all the universe. Those are the little crybabies and the puppets. They being used by the devil. Their mind being twisted. So I just want to say good night and good well, and have a good time. Believe in the work of God and believe in God with all your heart. Okay, baby? That's real.